welcome back everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Zelda 2. I'm the Black Shadow. And we're just here in front of the second palace here. You might think, perhaps, this, well, I think, this is the fourth video now. Which this video will actually be being released on my birthday. Yay! Go me! I might be thinking about 4 videos in, 2 hours or something of footage, and we've only got to the second palace. Holy crap, Shadow. Useless. But, we've obviously did the first palace in the first game, and then we spent a long, we had to go all the way through Death Mountain, which takes a while. We've gone down by the graveyard, we've done all sorts of other bits and bobs as a side quest, and this is basically one of the last things we need to do in this section of the map, folks. We do this palace, and then basically we're off. Almost, but not entirely, but we'll get there anyways. I welcome you, if we get there without being interrupted. Yes, we do. I welcome you to Midoro Palace. Now, before we start, something that I didn't talk about in the first video. Well, actually, oh, did I talk about it? Yeah, I talked about, some statues, you can hit them, and they can actually give up red life potions. And you'll find a lot of the statues from the palace actually do that. So what you can do is a little trick you can employ. Is if you want to, you can go into the palace, do lots of stuff that you need to, and then when you're close, you're really struggling and you're running out of health. What you can do is you can come back up to the front. You can grab the red potion, so you can use that and then use a life cell to restore your health. And then what you can then do is you can then exit, and you can come back. And you can get another red potion and use that how you wish, and you can keep repeating that cycle till you're fully healed, folks. And you got full health, full magic. Little trick there you can use, and I advise you do because I will be as well. There is no shame in it, because some of these palaces are vicious. Although be careful though, because not every statue gives you a red potion. Some of them gives you another surprise. I'll leave it at that. It gives you another surprise. But anyway, so welcome to Midoro Palace. Not the hardest palace this. First thing you want to do, folks, is actually ignore a lot of these things and head all the way down, first of all. And that defies my standard logic of clearing big, massive buildings, but hey. But we'll head all the way as far down as we can, because we want to head in here. As we get hold of our 1,000 points, which gives us level 4 attack, which is as far as sort of the palaces go. I personally feel by the time you get through to the palace, there's a sort of an attack level you want to be at by the end of it, folks. In the first palace, I'd say it's a weapon of level 2, maybe 3 if you want to do a little bit of leveling. I think 2's about right. I think in Midoro, I think 3 or 4. I think preferably 4, because you get certain points. If we just keep going through this, there's certain points. Oh, be careful! Some of those statues fire these things. Be careful. Because there is a certain weapon level where a boss takes the magic 8 hits to defeat, and I think that's about where you want to be. And for Midoro Palace, that's 4, level 4 for the Desert Palace in Parappa, that's actually 3, but odds of you getting 3 under normal circumstances, pretty damn low. Right. So now we can take on this guy, who's a hell of a lot easier now once you get through. Really. You gotta be a bit careful though, because of course, the different sort of terrains can really screw around with you. Uh-oh. Yeah, I realise this. Yeah, uh-oh. I mean, oh no, am I gonna die? Bloody hell, what happened there, folks? Just got nailed. Well, anyways, we got a key here. Get the key, Link. Don't you want to save Zelda? You do it you do it every bloody time. Anyway, so we get the key here, and then we can head up a little bit. Oh yeah, 5 kills. Have some of that. Oh, I've not done that for a while. Oh man. Anyways, so from here, now we want to head up a level. Oh, these damn snakes, I don't like them. they're a pain. Nothing down the right, just that snake there, just so you know. You want to be heading left. And that do give you a bit of experience, actually. You want to head left, folks. Uh-oh. No, you don't. Oh, God. I was tempted to take it on, but not with that thing spitting rocks at me. And if we head left here... Nah, we'll ignore that. We got a blue skeleton here. Yeah, be careful of these guys, folks. These ones can jump around and do the downward stab that Link can do now. And while they're doing that, you basically can't hit them. But still, same sort of standard rules apply as from taking on the red skeletons. Just got to be wary that they can jump up. Don't let them catch you out, because it hurts a lot. But we got a Nerva key. There are 2 keys there. There's actually there's a good few keys actually in this palace compared to some of the other ones. We'll ignore that, which I'm actually curious now, what is it called? I've been trying to think what it's been called for ages, and I just couldn't put my finger on it. I'm going to check it up while we're going along. And in the meanwhile, we're going to head up here. Again, nothing down the right. So you want to head left. And try not to hit those drops, obviously. Why do you think I've been avoiding them this whole time? And for the record, they are called... Oh, it's going to be on the other page. God damn. Nope. Yeah, you just got to be wary of it, folks. But they do give you 200 points back, which is very nice. Oh, they're called bubbles. Well, there you go, folks. They're called bubbles. So what are the bubbles called? If those skeleton-y things are called bubbles, what are bubbles called? Bubbles are apparently called bubbles. I don't make these up. I didn't make these up, folks. But now what you can do, these things, I'll show them off to you quickly. You gotta be careful of them because if they hit you, you do lose some experience. And under normal circumstances, if you want to try and take these out normally, it requires a very good first stab in order to hit them. But now if you've got the downward... Oh, God's sakes. Now if you've got the downward stab, makes life a lot easier. Because what you can do is, if another one appears, well, I sort of showed it off a bit a moment ago. I'll show it off better when we come back through there. But what you can do is you can sort of downstab them, and what you can basically do is you can actually end up like bouncing up and down them with the stab. I'll show it off a bit in a moment. You'll see what I mean. Oh, you gotta be really careful here. This is just dripping of death. Just waiting for it. Alright, we'll move along. Ow. Ow. No, you'll get your pain for that. Oh, we got Iron Knuckles. Nope. There we go. Like I say, though by now these orange ones are pretty easy. I might end up calling that a fake bubble, because it's not a bubble. I mean, come on. Although one thing you can do with these guys as well, this sort of thing. You can do that with those dragon heads. You can do it with a few enemies. This sort of bouncing idea. Really, really useful ability. That is I think one of the big bonuses of having the downward stab. You can do that sort of thing. Makes it so much easier. It just requires a bit of safety. And especially if they're sort of coming up from underneath you, the odds of them hitting you when you're downward stabbing is quite low. You have to basically miss time for them to hit you. I mean, even here... Oh, come on. The only problem is you've got to be basically standing still when you do this. Because otherwise you can end up sort of bouncing left. Which is not ideal. Oh, come on. I'm not doing so well here. Yeah, see here, we're sort of, no, just not moving. But if you do it while you're moving left or right, you will, no, your sort of momentum just keeps carrying you along left and right, and you can't hold it. So you've got to be wary of that, folks. Especially in areas of that, if there's lava or anything like that. Otherwise, it is too easy to just fly in the lava. Way too easy. Alright, we'll head down in here with our admittedly depleted resources. We'll be careful here. Again, nothing to the right. Yeah. I can't justify waiting all that time to get the magic back. I think we'll use it there. Oh, and with one of these guys spitting rocks at me. Little tag team action. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't die, of course. No, you want to head down the left here. Now, be careful of this room, folks. As you walk along from here, yeah, rocks will start falling on your head, which is a significant issue. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, that can happen, folks. Yeah. Be careful here. What your best advice here is, ow. Is to try and get through as quickly as you can. Ignore that pea bag. Just leave it there. Just don't worry about it. And I'll show you why. Because if you keep carrying on here, we've got a few things we've got to deal with here. Red iron knuckle here. With some things coming from behind. That's probably the best idea, folks, so we don't get tapped from behind as well. Try and keep things in the same direction. It's got to be the way to go. And we continue to move on. Another red one. No, come on. Oh, he's going to be angry. Yes, he's gone berserk mode. Come on. Come on, you stubborn bugger. You won't go down. Oh, there we go. Got there in the end. But if you then obviously take out all those, you get this. Someone's hand, apparently. Except it's a very special hand. That is the handy glove, as it's known in this game. I believe it's got various other names later on in the series. But in this game, it's known as the handy glove. And it is a very handy item. And I will demonstrate to you why. Now, of course, you've got all your blocks falling down. And obviously, that's a bit of an issue. Because, say, like here, now we're stuck. We couldn't get through normally. Except, the handy glove has a very special ability. It can break these blocks. It allows you to break these blocks, and what it can basically do is allow you to do stuff like this. These blocks up here follow Worm's physics and defy the laws of God. And it is a very, very handy item. You do need to, it's obviously it's an item you need to get, like just about every item you need to get. And make good use of it. Very handy. Now, what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to actually break footage slightly here, because at this point, because we've got almost no health and no magic, is I'm going to head up back to the surface. I'm going to get hold of the red potion thing, the red magic thing. In fact, when I get there, I'll show you exactly what I mean, because I can. So I'll be right back, folks. I'll quickly show you what I'm talking about with the red potion thing. You'll see what I mean, if you don't already. Right, so we're back up here. So this little thing, the little trick that you can use this. So this is basically how it works. So you come here, grab hold of your red bottle. And we can use our magic thing. Can't use it again. So if we go away, come back in, get it. Oop, no. Use our magic again, and you see, basically, we basically just keep repeating that process. Something I've noticed as well, from this, from coming through here, and sort of coming back, I noticed something with the magic meter. Now, let's say, we use this, and we just get our, our life meter here. We use that, right, and then obviously we get that, and it fills it up. fine. Except, of course, remember that the red bottle can you know, refill, now remember that did, right? Remember that did, right? And obviously you know that the life meter ends up with that. Now, what happens if, say, I get this red bottle and it refills us, but I use the life spell while it's refilling? Because you'll happen to notice that although it's exactly the same spell, you don't end up in the same place, and it still keeps counting up as long as the meter doesn't fill. It knows how many points it has to give you. Like here, it's got 96. But if you use the spell while you're going along and it's filling up, it will continue filling up as if the meter was empty in the first place. So there you go, a little something there I just noticed on the way back actually. And I think if you probably looked back through some of the videos, you might have noticed that perhaps may even happen once or twice, perhaps. Just something I noticed on the way. Now, I'm going to go on screen all the way back here, because there's a couple of things I want to show you. Oh, of course, we've left, so things have reset, or some enemies have reset, so that will keep things interesting. Now I can show you what I was talking about with this guy. Yeah, again, same process. And because he's just coming down, it makes life, you know, it's basically coming from right below you, so it's really easy. That is kind of fun, just bobbing off them. Now, something as well you've got to remember about the handy glove, because of course it breaks blocks. That is not necessarily a good thing. You can probably see where this is going, folks. Bye. Because of course, remember, you can break these blocks as well. So say if you're going... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on. I'm trying to demonstrate something. So let's say if you went to try and kill that. Yeah, you see the problem that can arise? Is you can go to kill it, but you might accidentally break through and do that. So now that you've got the glove, you've got to treat it with a bit of caution. If you are going to do a downward stab, remember that you only want to tap it, and literally tap it, otherwise you could quite easily fall through. So bear that in mind, folks, while we've got some more iron knuckles to deal with. Ow. Against, along with some fake bubbles. Just go away. Fake. Right, so, head further down here. Oh, God, yeah, you lose some magic. Great. And now we want to head all the way down. And this is new territory. New enemy here, folks. This thing, be careful, because you can't sort of stop it and stagger it. And it does hurt a lot, and it does drop fire on your head. So be careful of him, or it, or whatever the hell it is, folks. Just watch out for it. You know, it sort of drops fire, sort of Sonic 2 style. With yeah, I know this play Sonic 2. You know the when that massive egg bomber, sort of dropping bombs on your head quite early in the game. Just before you fight the first major boss. Oh god, this is a bit dodgy. Yeah, you can block those with your shield, but it's kind of tricky actually, for that matter. And you've got to try and conserve your health because you've still got a little way to go here, folks. What we want to try to do, if we can just drag this guy in. Oh, you bugger. No, I'm going to save it for life again. Right. Head past here. Yeah, because I said it's a bit funny to get past those, and it's very hard to actually dodge them. So you treat it carefully. See, like there. That's just lucky. I'm not taking any credit for that. That was luck. Ow. Are you going down for that? Nice and easy. It also shows you the variance in the bouncing as well from Link's. It does vary a little bit, which is kind of cool, I suppose. No, it's not gone yet. We'll just do that just to get past it. Want to be a bit careful here in this place. Now we want to head right first. We want to carry on for now. Right, admittedly, this thing is not helping. Oh, this is getting a bit awkward. We want to carry on. We got a few of these guys back from the very first palace here. Seems a long time ago now, the first palace. And we got some of these, which I'm just going to use the shield for. Ooh, that was a bad jump. You can see what I was trying to do there, folks. I just caught the I just caught it on the way. Oh god. It's the problem, folks. That can happen sometimes. You just sort of get caught by one and it just keeps repeating. We grab the key. No, that doesn't give us anything. Right. We need to try and... I don't want to have to use a life spell if I don't have to. But we might have to consider using a life spell, folks. It depends what comes... If something pretty bad comes up, then I'll have to use the life spell. I'd rather not. I want to try and wait for the health upgrade. Depends what's down here, folks. Don't like this. Oh, man. Not ideal. I'm gonna have to use it, folks. I can't justify not using it. I'm stopping myself from using save states as much now, because I look back on the first video, and I think especially the second video, I think I use them a bit too much, really. So I'm gonna do what I can not to use them much, as you might have noticed, actually. Something like this, though, I will, because it's a pain in the arse if you don't get it. You gotta be really careful with this, obviously. Bit of timing, just bit that, and then, yeah, that's not how you do it. What you need to do is, there's two ways of doing this, actually. You can either do it like this, and grab it and do it like that, or you can make use of your newfangled ability, and grab it that way, and it's a bit easier, actually. Because, of course, you bounce off the bag, so you don't have to run straight away, which is quite handy. Oh, we got a red iron knuckle. Over a lava pit. Pretty epic. And now we're gonna put up our, Oh, wait, actually, no. Actually, I tell you what. Actually, I'm gonna put up the magic. I know that seems kind of crazy, but I'm going to put up the magic. I've just realised, because we're pretty close to the final boss, folks. Or, not the final boss, but the boss of the palace, folks. And we need some magic, actually. I'll tell you what, we'll use, and oh, that's good. That magic spell's dropped the jump spell, and it's also dropped life down to 50. So, actually, that's pretty good. So, it's like a fair trade between magic and, it's 50 magic for 50 life now, which is pretty good. Yeah, if you don't wanna start blocking upwards, that's fine with me. Come on. I'm trying to launch with a full sense of security. Hit him high, hit him high, hit him high, and then bang! Ah. Come on, you. There we go. He gave us 200. That's kind of cool. Right, we've got enough magic to last, folks. We should be okay. Of course. It's boss number 2, the boss of Midoro Palace. And I welcome you to Helmet Head, not Horse Head. Now, I'm about to get clobbered here. I just know it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the hit. Oh, you can block those with the shield? Oh, I didn't know you could block those with the shield. There you go. Yes, I welcome you to Helmet Head, folks. You need to, basically, it's the same sort of strategy that you use against Horsehead, although we've obviously got the jump spell now we can use. And you can either, I'll demonstrate it, you can either sort of hit him normally, but you don't really want the jump spell. If you want to use the jump spell, because you can hit him like that, and makes the job really easy, folks. Just do that, really easy boss fight. Something as well that I'll quickly go back just to show the fight quickly is something you'll notice here is you notice that there's 2 helmets that come off. Now that is actually a difference from the original Japanese version. In the original version, the helmet head only has 1 helmet. That actually he only loses 1 helmet, folks, not 2. That is purely in all the rest of the editions. Why they changed to 2, I don't know, but apparently it did. So, there we go. Not the only difference with the helmet head, but as far as this pad's concerned, that's the only difference. But with that, and boss done, victory is ours! And in not too bad time either, actually. We'll get ourselves pretty well restored. And... not quite sure. Do I want to use that or not? I'm trying to think, folks. I tell you what, we're gonna use it on... We're gonna use it on life. Had a little bit of a think there, but we're gonna use it on life there, folks. But that is second palace done, folks. I've got 4 crystals to go. No, so we're not doing too badly. And as you can see, more ruins. Pretty good. Now, from here, you might be wondering, okay, so we've done that, but we've sort of, you know, we've explored everywhere. There isn't really anything left to explore. You know, what's up now? You know, what next? And on a normal situation, you might not know, but this is where Era's information comes into it. You remember he said about like a tunnel south of the King's Tomb? Well, this involves we need to go. Well, we need to head back to the graveyard, folks. That is our next objective. Am I going to outrun this guy? Yeah. So if we head on down back to Ye Olde Graveyard, get out of the way. And we got Mido here. Now, I'm going to try and demonstrate. I need to come down here a bit. Sort of try and show this off a little bit. Because there's a certain part of the graveyard we need to go to, and it was mentioned as well by Era. Oh, for the love of God. And he mentioned about the King's Tomb. Now, do you see you've got all these crosses here? And obviously, you see there's like a cross there in the centre. Now, that, as you can tell, it looks pretty important. So let's go make our way there. Put a save state down, because these enemies are nasty. Downward Strike is pretty useful against them, folks, in my opinion. Not foolproof, but pretty good. You'll notice they sort of move in their own sort of plane. They don't move in respect... They don't get affected by the way the screen moves. They move in their own sort of plane of travel. So watch out for that. But we want to head into here. Have a word of this one. This is the King's Tomb. And of course, remember, Era suggested that he told us that south of the King's Tomb, there's a tunnel. Believe it or not, I mean, it just looks a massive graveyard. But if Era tells us, he's got to be right. So let's head on the south. And like he said, there's a tunnel. Very well hidden. It's almost another pixel hunt, but you do get a clue this time. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this, folks. Well, there's 2 ways you can go about this. Now, if you head to the left... Oh, crap, I just realised. Yes, I haven't done it right. Oh, I forgot something. Can't head in there yet. Whoopsie daisies. Ooh, I'll have that. Ow. Just dive, a lot of you. You see, they just move in their own sort of... They ignore which direction you're going on the screen and that. Before we do that, actually, I just realised we need to head back into Mido because, of course, we got the medicine for the old woman, didn't we? Duh. And just completely forgot about that, so we need to go give that to her. Can't believe I forgot that. That's pretty poor. Now, the old woman is next screen, is she? Because the magic granny's there. And yeah, she's in this building, isn't she? Here we are. There you go. The Water of Life, apparently. Even though it was, you know, in a cave with lava and many monsters, but I'm not going to argue. But there we go. So that's the quest done, and obviously that means we get another visit with another old man with a pretty impressive beard. Right, it doesn't beat Guan Yu in my opinion, but, hey. This magic word will give you power. Sort of. That's a bit of a lie, but, we get hold of the fairy spell. Now, I'm not going to show you the fairy spell because we need it. We're about to need it. The reason I've come back from the cave down south is because we need this spell to get through that cave, and I suddenly thought, oh, of course we haven't got it yet. But with fairy spell in hand, now we can actually carry on with the game. If Link would just hurry up a little bit. Thank you. Right, so we'll just head through here. Oh, I don't like fighting these things. They suck. They're not so bad to fight later on in the game, but they're a bit of a pain for now. Now they just sap so much... Oh god. They just sap so much experience away. Right, so we'll head back south. Head back to our bit here, which is... It's actually known as a false tomb, actually. I think it's officially known as a false tomb, yeah. If you head left, that obviously takes you back out. If you haven't got the spell, because if you come right here... Yeah. Pretty big. Obviously, we can't use the jump spell. We're never going to make it anywhere like that. But that's where the fairy spell comes from. No, it does not summon a fairy. In order to give you maximum health, it turns you into a fairy. Yeah. Have some of that, folks. It's actually this spell. Obviously, you can basically move wherever you want. Only thing to watch out for, though, is that obviously you can't turn back into a Link as a human till you leave the screen. And in this state, you can't attack. You know, you're completely defenseless. So you'll watch out for that in some later parts of the game. But obviously, you will see, you know, back to normal now. But you need that spell in order to get through there, folks. So yeah. So another, you know, mandatory side quest. Uh-oh. We got more gorillas. Nope. They're not too bad now. We've got the attack power to sort of deal with them a bit better. And that takes you to here. Which you may or may not have seen. As we were coming along, folks. This island, ow, is, just die. Is, where is this? Just southeast of the graveyard there, folks. And that leads us to the next palace, the Island Palace, which well, we're going to have to take on in the next video, folks, because no, we've already done one palace anyways. What are you, greedy? But anyways, folks, so if we head into here, and that will, yeah, leads us to here, the Island Palace, and, oh boy, I've just realised I have forgotten to show you one thing, but I'll show you to that in the next video, folks. Something in the graveyard. I'll show it to you next video. Something I forgot. Not too important, but because I say that, I'll probably now regret it now that I'm here in the next video, folks. And I'm sure you'll join me then, folks. So, yeah, I'll stop saying folks eventually, and I will see you in the next video.